Every farm morning starts with chores, but today's a little different because after feeding the horses, I'm headed to one of the most beautiful places I've ever gone for work. Hey guys, welcome to the farm. It's an early morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. and I've got to get some stuff, or I've got to get everything fed before I head out on a work trip. And I don't know about you, but sometimes it's just hard to get it all done. I'll take you with me across the freeway real quick to check on some animals over there. It's been a while since I've showed you Mariah and Frank. So if you're a faithful watcher of our channel, do you know who Mariah and Frank are? We're gonna go check on them real fast. We're not retired. I work full-time. I coordinate seminary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints all over the Navajo, Hopi, Zuni, some Apache, some Ute reservations in the Four Corners area. So I'm on the road a lot, and so finding time to video can be a challenge, but this is just our life. It's what we choose to do. We love animals, we love the farm, we love our family, we like to share our faith and our food and our fun. So that's just us. But this is what it's really like. It's not just a leisurely, peaceful time on the farm all the time. A lot of times it's hurrying from one place to the next to make sure animals are fed, that everything's taken care of. So right now we're running across the freeway. I have Mariah and Frank together. Some of you will remember that I got Mariah with her dad, Victory, from Arizona Scots. That's Lauren and Melinda. And go check out their channel. They're awesome people. And we got Victory castrated, and he is doing awesome. I think I may have a video to show you of his first ride.
He's carried a halter, he's pulled a load, but never been saddled, never been rode. Eyes wide open, he shifts his feet, a little unsure, but he won't retreat. Whoa, now easy, son, we're just getting started, the ride's begun. Might be shaky, might take time, but this good horse is gonna turn out fine.
Niece's husband to be. Oh, that's an exciting thing, actually. Maybe I'll show that too. So I let him get Victory for I just gave him to them and said, hey, I know Blake wanted a horse to sell for his diamond ring, so here you go, Seth. Seth had just got off a mission himself in Africa, and so he was looking to make some money, and I said, here you go, here's Victory. We got him castrated, and I said, he's beautiful. You can make him into a project that could maybe buy a wedding ring for you. And I kind of joked, but not really. I said, and if the wedding ring's for my niece, you don't have to pay me for the horse. If it's not for my niece, you owe me a bunch of money. I was joking with him because I knew he really liked my niece and that they were planning on getting married at some point. But they're now engaged, so I'll show you a picture of that. Okay, so I just threw a little bit of hay, but I gotta grab more out of the truck. So Seth started riding Victory. I don't know that he's actually sold him yet. he got antsy, kind of like Blake, and gave her a ring before the horse was sold. But I'm really happy for them. Guys, here's Frank and Mariah, and I've been shocked that Frank hasn't sold. That's been Casey's project. A yearling mule, super cute. Look at the zebra stripes on the legs. Someone even asked if it was half zebra, and I can assure you it's not. But there you have it. Frank is a yearling mule, super cute. He's been castrated, and so he's ready to go to a forever home. And then Mariah got a little sick with Cole and her sister, and so that's why I had them down here on this pasture. Look at that train this morning. That's cool. So Mariah had been a little sick with Cole and his sister, so that's why she was down here, and I just brought Frank to be a buddy. So I don't have a lot of time to sit around. They're fed, they're happy, they're doing good, and Mariah's starting to feel a lot better. That summer cold that they all got was kind of weird. Normally they get the cold with a lot of mucus and cough and stuff in the winter, but I had a bunch of them get it this summer. So, but she's doing better. So there you have it. What did you think about Victory's first ride? Pretty cool. It started out a little rocky, but within minutes, Victory was doing great. And some of you may think, well, that's too big for that horse. Well, that's a complaint I get in comments a lot, is that people are too big for horses. Oftentimes it takes a bigger person to ride any horse, but smaller horses, if they're not trained by an adult that kind of makes sure that they behave and can kind of make not be taken advantage of, then that's why Shetland ponies are known for being ornery and mean and bucking kids off and running to the barn, running away with a kid. So if you ever had an ornery pony growing up that was probably trained by kids, and so it took advantage of kids, it was mean to kids, it maybe sent you to the ER, broke a bone or two, then tell me about that. But the best ponies, or smaller horses that I've been around, were trained by an adult and then turned over to the kids. So that's kind of my philosophy. And Seth won't be riding that horse forever. He's just getting it started, and then he'll sell it to someone that'll probably be a lot smaller than Seth. But let me turn this around, just checking on Chipper and Rawhide real quick. All right, then sometimes, like these two, I don't have to feed them, but I just do a well-check drive-by, make sure they're doing good. So there's Chipper and Rawhide out in the pasture, doing well. All right, I better get home. I do have one other horse that's not at the property. So I kind of took you with my horses that are not on the farm. Well, this is part of our farm. I call it my south pasture. And Frank and Mariah are over on a friend's place. It's nice having several options to put horses on, especially when I've irrigated, because then I can spread them out and not have them tromping in the mud. Rawhide and Chipper are in the mud right now with all the rescues I have at the house, and my friend Stallion that's with Lex and Peppy. I'm kind of maxed out right now. So, but the other one that's not on the property, again at a friend's house, is the gentle stud that Blake called Cereal. He's a registered stallion, and Blake bought him as a project to make some money as a young married guy, but he didn't have time to ride him too long before he left to Idaho. So now Dad's trying to help him find a forever home. If I can't find him a home soon as a stallion, we will gild him, and then as a gelding, I think I can find him a home pretty easily. It's a lot easier to find a gelding a home than it is a stallion. A lot of people are nervous to own stallions, and with good reason, for sure. Even though this stallion's super quiet, but I forget what his registered name is, but the grandkids started calling him Cereal, and so I think that's a cute name for a horse. So let's go see how he's doing, throw him some hay, and then, since I mentioned my brother and his friend Sam, and so Sam's my friend too, but Levi and Sam do everything together. So sometimes I'll slip and say Levi's stud, other times Sam's stud. Sam owns the stallion, I believe, but those two do everything together when it comes to horses. So that horse they call Cinco, and he's got a pedigree that's just very impressive, and so we're breeding him to my two registered mares that I want to have foals next year. I know it's not the right time of year to do that, but I'm not gonna race my horses, or they're not gonna be shown in some futurity or something. So as long as I get healthy, beautiful babies, I don't care if they're born in January or August. All right, let me check this guy real quick. Cereal, how are you, buddy? How are you? Cereal is a good boy. And I'm so grateful that my friend would let me keep him over here. So, he's awesome. If you have not watched the video of Blake riding him, maybe Vicky can put a link right here or in our description or something, or maybe at the end screen, so if you watch the end of this video. But go check him out. He's a really cool horse, and Blake got him for a really good deal, and as a young married guy, he's just trying to make a dollar where he can. He and Jocelyn started classes this week at BYU Idaho. Vicky can put a picture here of he and Jocelyn on their first day of school, kind of like you do for kindergartners or moms posting pictures of their kids going the first day of high school or whatever. They took a picture at BYU Idaho. They're happy, they're doing good. He's realizing that college is not easy, but he's gonna learn a lot. It's gonna be awesome. So there you kind of see what my life's like on a early morning when I'm trying to hurry and get things done before I take off on a work trip. I'm going to Crystal, New Mexico this morning for a meeting, and that's on the Navajo reservation. Crystal, Mexico is absolutely gorgeous. Actually, if I can find some footage of driving through Crystal, previously. Maybe I'll have Vicky put it right here and you can see. This is the road to Crystal, New Mexico. I'm still in Arizona right now, So real quick, I gotta go show you real fast. And if I can find his pedigree, I could include it. But Cinco, they call him, is an absolutely gorgeous stallion. And I'm breeding him to my 2 registered mares that I want to have babies. Right there's Cinco. Sorry, I'm just gonna go over here. There he is. Cinco's the big bay. And then you got Peppy and Lex over there. Now I have Chipper too, but Chipper's older and I don't want her to have any more babies. The last 2 times she's colicked near the end of her pregnancy, and it scared me that I might lose her, and I don't want to lose Chipper. She's 23 years old and she's getting a little more frail. So there you have it, guys. That's my morning. I had already fed the horses here at the place, and the goats and the peacocks. The peacocks are doing really good. I'll have to give you a longer update on them when I can. But have a great day. God bless, and thanks for coming along.